Okay. Let me make sure that it's working. Okay, awesome. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Main Street Show, um, which is going live to YouTube. We're super excited to be bringing you this show today. We have an exciting cast. I'm going to just play the video of the cast while I explain how the Main Street Show works. We have a very special guest who is going to be prompted by a random adjective generator. Of course, after telling us a bit about himself, to tell us a story. The only requirements are the story has to be true, it has to be something that has happened to him and not someone he heard happened to something else. And we want as much detail as we can possibly get. We are then going to use that story as the inspiration to create some improv. Our guest today is Yousef Hawash, one of my favorite people. Yousef was one of the original members of the NCT improv team. Go ahead and appear for us, Yousef. You're one of our original cast members, and while Yousef has completely traveled the world basically for the last many years, we've never really considered you not part of the team. You're kind of always part of us and also never. So tell us a little bit about you and the Social Distance Drinking Club, which is what your current project is.
It is indeed, and clearly I'm sporting it well because I have the shirts and a mask. And wear a mask, guys. It's great.
Yeah, wear it.
But yeah, so I was lucky enough and blessed enough to have been introduced to you guys when I was just going for my senior year of high school into college, and found you guys as a growing, building team of improvisers, and it was the most amazing thing ever.
You were just a wee baby.
I was a child. I was learning improv when I was 13 years old, and it was, I didn't know what the hell it was. I just had yes and books, and great teachers and great directors, and then you guys turned me into what I am. You molded me, and I'm okay, but I'm great because it's them. It's Dorian and Chrissy. So it was wonderful cast members that I had. It was a wonderful experience. I got to watch the first NCT location get built. We were part of it. We took photos outside. It was memories.
Yeah. Tell everybody a little bit about what your job was like in the before times.
Well, so part of the reason that I spent less and less time at National Comedy Theater was because I got into corporate event production, and I was doing live events and managing all the audio visual and the production for large scale corporate meetings, some of them a little bit smaller. Those are things that we can't do right now. We can't put 1,500 people in a room anymore. And when it all ended, I felt like I didn't have anything to produce, and came up with this wild idea called Social Distance Drinking Club. And it was a joke. And then we did our first episode, and 4,000 or 5,000 people watched it. So here we are. Here's my shirt in reverse. So if you take a screenshot now and you put it in front of a mirror, you can read it.
I think it comes through on the other end okay, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe. I'm not sure.
All right. Well, I mean, this is all a learning experience for all of us. And so the Social Distance Drinking Show. Am I saying it right?
Social Distance Drinking Club. SDDC.
Drinking Club. That's what I thought. So people can. We will post up links to. Their links are already on our Facebook page, but we will put them in the end of this so that people can find you and enjoy Social Distance Drinking Club and everything that you have to offer. Highly recommend.
Thank you.
So are you ready to tell us a story?
Ready as I could ever be.
Okay, so I'm using a random word generator, and the word that it's giving me is windy. I have a compulsion to always show the screen. Windy. So feel free to, interpret that in any way that is meaningful to you. If you want a different word, we can certainly get you one. It's really just an inspiration.
Windy is just fine.
Okay. Well, when you are ready, sir, tell me your story.
Windy is one of those things that, like, so people describe weather as windy, and here in Arizona, I feel like when we think about wind, it's always windy when it's hot. Like it's windy when it's rainy, but people don't usually go out. When it's hot, it's 110 degrees. We go out and we just complain about it because we're happy to complain about the fact that there's heat outside. I don't know why. It's just our pastime as Arizonans to tell other people, like, hey, it's hotter here than it is wherever the hell you are. So when we talk about wind, it's not the same as like the Windy City in Chicago or being around like a place that has snow. But one of the things that happens when it gets windy here is sandstorms, right? And not Darude, the famous techno DJ sandstorm, but like actual sandstorms from the desert where like dirt blows everywhere and you can't see anything. And that's why, by the way, people from my side of the world cover their faces, not because of coronavirus, but sandstorms. So I remember one time going outside, and they happen so quickly here that sometimes you've got like 90 seconds to figure out whether or not that wall of brown coming towards you, and it's not me really close up, it's just a wall of actual brown coming towards you of sand, is gonna get there as quick as you think it is. And someone yells, "My God, it's a haboob!" I hadn't heard it before.
Yeah.
Haboob is a term of endearment in Arabic. I'm Berber. I'm Amazigh, North African, the original inhabitants of North Africa before the Arabs came to North Africa. And I learned Arabic in college because I thought it would be easy, and it wasn't. But hearing someone go, "My God, it's a haboob," like the first instinct for me was to turn around and go like, "Habibi, come here, I hug you." And then I was like, wait, imminent death. So hearing haboob and looking over and watching this wall of sand coming towards my face has really messed up my ability to take that word and split it into two meanings.
Yes.
I have not called anyone haboob in years.
Oh.
It's fine. It's totally okay. But haboob scares the hell out of me.
Wow. What does haboob have a translation? Like,
So the Arabic word for love is hub, and it would be pronounced haboob. It's a ha. You guys don't have to try. It'll sound really phlegmy. It's not. But it just means like it's almost like a play on the word to make it slightly cute. Haboob is like, oh, little tiny love, tiny love.
oh, okay.
Tiny love.
A sandstorm is not tiny love.
Tiny love. That's what you're getting. Big wall of sand, tiny love. Haboob. Oh, look at the no.
Okay, thank you so much. I did not know that, and that's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know where the term haboob was just all over the place at one point. And now it's
the way they interpret it in the Middle East. They're just looking at everyone going, "What do you mean there's a haboob in Arizona? There's a lot of haboobs. I have many habibis. Many habibis."
Awesome. Thank you, Yousef. We will call you back in a short while to hear another wonderful story. And for now, the improvisers will take it away. Ooh, whoops. What did I do?
So here on Mount Everest, we're higher than you think you are.
That's good, Mount Everest. That's good. That's what you'll tell those bullies next time they come around.
Yeah. When K2 comes around saying, "Oh, well, we're tall." No.
Mm-mm.
We're tall. We got the height.
Oh, yeah. You
Hey.
got it, girl.
Hey, it's me, Rushmore. Hello.
Rushmore.
Rushmore?
You guys didn't
How did
invite
you get
me.
on this?
You guys are having a mountain meeting without me?
We didn't see you down there.
That's not cool, Everest. That's not cool at all.
It's kind of cool up here.
Okay,
Okay.
Everest, sidebar. Everest,
Sorry.
I need a sidebar.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sidebar.
Look, man, you don't gotta put other people down just to raise yourself up. You're Everest. You're like the biggest one of us. You're kind of punching down and it's uncomfortable. You know, I mean, I'm just St. Helens, but like I have thoughts and feelings.
I never thought about it like that.
Yeah.
Well, way to cut me down to size. Sorry, guys.
I
Okay,
mean,
sidebar.
yeah, we were gonna say something, but you know, we all have high elevations.
What? I mean, you guys do. I don't.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
don't
I
really.
don't know what mushroom.
Yeah, you got people on you. I got people in me. It's different.
Edit.
Hey, look, I'm really glad that we could meet up this afternoon because there's something I really wanted to talk to you about, and
Yeah.
I know it may be kind of awkward with your wife around, so I'm glad that we could, have some time alone together as brothers, and really get something off my chest that I've been holding within. I know you guys are having a baby, and I'm so excited for that.
Thanks.
I'm a little concerned about the names you guys have picked out. Tsunami,
It means
Hurricane.
love. That also means love.
And FEMA, is that as in like
That means
the
passion.
agency? Okay.
Look, dude, I appreciate you being honest with me. Like I respect that, but I mean, this is my kid and they need a name that's really gonna like show the world who they really are, like monsoon season.
Right. And I know you guys are, you're trying to be hip and like progressive. I'm worried about the kid, like not being able to fit in around their peers and then being made fun of. I mean, we had pretty normal names growing up and I think that it helped.
Cut to a classroom. Welcome, second graders. We're so glad to have you here this year. I'm going to go ahead and start calling out names here. And I know last year we didn't do this, but this year just say your name and say, or when after I say your name, say here. FEMA.
Yeah, here.
Thank you. Good to have you here, FEMA. All right. Next up, is it IRS? Urs, are you here? Urs?
Here.
Thank you. And please apologize for not being able to pronounce this properly, but Kadik? CDC? CDC, are you here?
It's Kadak.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, thank you. I'll write that down. Excellent. We are so glad to have you.
Edit. We go to a room full of publicists. Hi. All right. We're going to get this. We got our brainstorming ready to go. We are ready to come up with some new, more exciting names for different weather patterns. Changing the name of Sandstorm to Haboob has definitely improved the overall rating for sandstorms in the southwestern region of the United States.
We did a poll.
We did a poll, and now it's time for us to rename some other weather patterns that happen in Arizona. We're going to take monsoon season. We're going to give it a different name, and I really want us to stick with cute nicknames, right? So I love that people love Haboob. What can we call a monsoon that makes it seem small, cute, and lovable? I'm ready to hear your ideas. Oh, okay. Yep, Jill.
Yeah, I would like to call Haboobs little sandy gals.
No, we're not renaming Haboobs. Like, That's cute. That's cute. I do like it. But we're sticking with the boobs. I need something for monsoons.
Okay, monsoons. Yeah.
Okay, Tim, go ahead.
For monsoons, I think it'd be really cute to call it like horned toad frog.
So, no, I love your enthusiasm. I love it.
Yeah.
You want to, let's just picture, the newscaster on Fox 10 every morning go, you may want to bring your umbrellas, everybody, because there's a
horned toad frog.
What do people call horned toad frogs? Do those exist?
It's called a homonym.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you know what? We'll put a pin in that. We'll come back to it. Dorian, you've got some ideas.
I have a good idea. I think that since haboob are now called the haboobs, maybe we should call monsoons sandstorms.
Edit, we go to ancient Egypt in the Pharaoh's castle. So Pharaoh, you got to let my people go. Otherwise, we're going to send some plagues down. We're going to send little raindrops of happiness. First plague. You're going to have to deal with that. If you still don't let my people go, we're going to send down cute little fuzzy kittens.
Oh, those sound kind of good. I'm as Pharaoh. I enjoy those.
No. This is not. You don't want the cute little fuzzy kittens. My God will rain down terror on you, such as wine and pillows.
Those are also some of my top 3 things as Pharaoh. It goes wine and pillows together, wine and then pillows.
I don't know if it's the object or the terminology that you're not getting. These are really bad things.
Is something getting lost in translation here?
Maybe it is. I don't know.
Cut to Moses with Moses's publicist.
It's just not working.
I can't imagine why. I think that all of those things read. I mean, people like wine and pillows, but a plague of wine and pillows?
A plague of wine and pillows. A plague of fluffy kittens. I mean...
Yeah, no. Fluffy kittens raining from the sky? I mean...
Nobody wants that.
All right, okay. What if we try this? Pillows
M&M flood.
M&M flood.
M&M flood. All the waters turn to M&Ms.
Okay. That's interesting. Definitely. Maybe we just call them something different. So if the M&M flood is like a candy tack.
Oh, I see where you're going with this.
Or the wine and pillows is a
stained fabric.
Okay, all right, yeah. Oh, sure. The state.
Cut to a college dorm room. Yeah, I just feel like it's really time I get into my roots and take the time to learn my mother tongue. And I feel like I couldn't do it when all of my family around me was speaking this language, but I can do it if I'm paying $500 a class. This is my time.
Yeah, man, if that's what you want to do, then I say go for it.
I told my grandma about my plans, but I'll be real, I don't think she understood me. She didn't understand my vision,
Was it because she didn't understand the mother tongue, or is that a different issue?
She's completely fluent in English, but I just don't think I was getting my vision out to her,
Yeah, man, I do. You want one of these, or no? Sorry, never mind.
No, I've got a thing. I'm going to continue talking while you stand there drinking. Yeah, I just feel like this is my time to find myself. I don't know, it's college. It could be my one and only chance.
Tag out Daniel. Sweetheart, Why you not speak the way we speak? You need to learn. You never learned from me.
I was too busy being fed. I'm so sorry, Grandma.
So I fed you too much. Here, have something to eat while we talk about it some more. I'll teach you some of the words.
Tag out Julie.
Sure.
Yeah, like as your language teacher, I'm really just having a hard time trying to figure out which language it is you want to learn. Like, what accent was that?
I'm trying to learn the mother tongue.
Right, but what? You just want to learn to talk the same accent that your grandma has? Because that seemed like mostly Italian.
I sort of want to keep it vague. Like, is
Okay.
it Northeast America or could it be Quebecois? We don't know, but I would love to learn to really emanate that from my mouth if possible.
Tag out Chrissy. So I think that we've not only not shared the language, but we have also not shared enough of our culture for you to even know where we are coming from. So
I have no clue who I am. It's a tough identity crisis.
And that's on me. That's on me. But I have to tell you, my parents never told me where I was from. So it's all a mystery.
It's really tough being first generation. It's like, am I from here? Am I from this country that I have no knowledge about?
I think it was one of the Pacific Island balkanization Soviet republics, maybe.
Tag out Julie. Yeah, no, we got your ancestry .com, like we had it all analyzed. Your grandma's she's just from Phoenix. She's
far land of Phoenix. So far east that you just sort of go back around and it becomes west.
Yeah, yes, exactly. And I've heard tell that when it's hot there, it's much hotter there than it is anywhere else where it gets hot. But yeah.
Check out Mallory. Now, as her teacher, she's been struggling because it is just not hot enough. Because, in East Phoenix, when it gets hot, it's so hot. And she has problems.
Absolutely. Yes. And
so you just need to be more sensitive to her cultural needs and where she is. I'm sorry, I talk with my hands a lot.
I'll
Edit.
do my best.
Edit. We cut to a weatherman's apartment and he's by himself. Welcome back to Fox 10. I'm your meteorologist, Joe Estevez here to bring you your daily weather. As always, regardless of pandemic, we are here to give you the weather from our very own homes because we don't need a studio or fancy graphics. We just have ourselves. That's all we need. So, since I'm a one-man team here, I'm going to be doing things kind of on the fly. So today here at 12 p.m., you're going to get some light showers here. You see that there with the clouds there and the rain coming down there. That's me. That's my apartment right there, waiting inside there in the comfort of my own home. And it's going to be at 12 p.m. Approximately. And then at 4 p.m., 4 hours later, we're going to go back to our sunny skies that we're famous for here in Phoenix. It's always sunny all the time. Yes, sir, at 4 p.m. And I'm still going to be here. I'm going to be walking my dog, as you can see at the bottom of the graphic here, right outside, still socially distancing as always.
Weatherman Joe, we have some questions. We're wondering if you can tell us the weather maybe down the block, not quite as localized.
Right. Okay, well, let me just, okay, here we go right here. Okay, you see, this is Arizona, rough sketch of Arizona.
can you get a little more
Phoenix,
localized?
right here. That's the Phoenix area right there.
Maybe reconfigure the map so that
Edit. We are now on Channel 3's weather person who is all by herself. Hi everybody. Yes, I'm bringing you also the weather from inside my apartment. As you can see, most of the weather is caused by me crying and screaming into the abyss. And up until 4 p.m., we're drinking coffee. That's what's happening. But then you see there's a sharp change at 5 p.m. when we're still crying and screaming into the abyss, but we switch to wine. Wine and pillows, just like the well-known plague.
Edit, we switch to the abyss. Man, it is loud down here. People are just screaming nonstop.
It's not that loud. It's not that loud.
What do you mean? It's people just scream into it. They come here to scream.
Have you ever been to Mill Avenue? Super loud.
All right. We're going to bring Yousef back to tell us another story. Hello. All right. So do you want a new word or do you want to stick with Dorian? Get out of here. What are you doing?
Oh, sorry.
Actually, hi, Dorian.
Hey, buddy.
Do you want to talk to Dorian on this one? All right.
The people I was talking about. These are the people I lend all of my respect and the molding to.
Aww.
I love you guys.
Now I'm
We
embarrassed
love you
and I'm
more.
gonna leave.
Get out of here. You're blushing. Bad lighting in whatever dining room you're sitting in, but you're blushing. You're blushing.
It's true, yes. So our next word is thinkable, which I'm not sure I've ever heard that used as I've heard unthinkable, right? But I don't think I've ever heard thinkable used as an adjective.
Thinkable. Thinkable is one of those words that people would like assume was not a word, right? And
yeah.
then, like a lot of times people will say something and you're like, that's not right. Like same difference might be that's one of the things that makes me cringe when somebody says same difference.
Yeah, what does that even mean?
I don't know, because I'm like, oh yeah, same thing. And someone's like, same difference. And I'm like, no, I don't think that means what you think it means. I think that people have taken language and just thrown it around and tossed it in a pot, especially the English language. Nobody realizes that in other countries, the English language is seen as something that is super complicated. It's complex. Like you think Japanese is complicated and the Japanese are going like, nah, we're not going to learn English. That's crazy. That's a lot of stuff going on there. What do you mean night has a K in it? How many nights do you have? With night and night. One of them wears armor and the other one is dark. It doesn't mean anything. So thinkable just makes me think of all of the things that we say in the English language that are like misnomers to people who are learning it. We have so many colloquialisms, like duh. Could you imagine saying duh to somebody who just got here last week as a refugee? They'd be like, the what? The door? The wall? The passport? You need this? So it's like we I think we take for granted the fact that we are surrounded by a language that has so much flexibility, and thinkable just makes me think of trying to talk to people in a foreign country who come up confidently and have a conversation with you in English they've learned by traveling overseas and coming over here and studying. And with me going over there, trying to use whatever language they were using at the time, wherever I might have been, I speak a little bit of French. It's terrible right now. Obviously.
French is terrible right now?
Yeah, it's really bad right now. It's really good in like September. September's a great month for my French. I don't know. Just I wake up in the morning and I'm like, bonjour. But if you start to get comfortable when you're traveling overseas, you find yourself having a conversation with people and having a few drinks, things get loosened up, and then you start having a conversation in English and you say dumb things. And you might say like, yo, that sounds super tight. And they're like, what is tight about it? Why is it tight? Why is it tight? You'd be like, oh, that's super cool. And they'd be like, do you need a blanket? I can get you a blanket. I'm like, no, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Hans, keep your blanket. It's okay. Okay. So yeah, I just that's what that made me think of, because unthinkable is a word that for me as a native English speaker, surprise, I speak native English. Is something that I wouldn't normally use, I suppose. And I consider my vocabulary to be vast. But
well, in some months, right? Sometimes it's
no. Listen, July's a rough one because 110 just kills my vocabulary, and I just wake up and go, want cereal. That's it. But yeah, I think there must be a massive linguistic dichotomy. And if we took one person from every country in the world and threw them into a pot and just said, say the coolest thing you could think of, we would end up with a hectic situation you expected.
Oh, thank you so much, Yousef. Yeah, some really good ideas there. All right, so we're gonna bring all the improvisers back in to be inspired by thinking about words.
We cut to the dining room table at breakfast, a kitchen table perhaps, with a family. Good morning, kids. Just a quick heads up. It's June 1st, and you know what that means. Dad is going to be a little different. He's still the same man, just Austro-Hungarian now.
I forgot.
Oh man, it's Austro-Hungarian time already?
I know, and it's a lot.
I miss.
May was so fun with Sweden.
I know.
But hey, we just got to work through it, right? There's 3 more months until he's American again. So.
I know. All right. Mom.
Yeah.
I'm not. Can't I just not be here while Dad's being all Austro-Hungarian?
You can't leave me while he's Austro-Hungarian on my own.
That's right. That's not in the spirit of being Austro-Hungarian. You've seen the one musical with Julia Roberts. Wait, none of that's right. Hold on, let me think about it.
No, you're right. You're right. Keep going.
No, it's not. It's got the kids and the doe and a deer. Hold on, I'll get there.
Sound of
You've
Music.
seen that movie. Yes.
I know, Mom. I know you're frustrated, all right? But like, I'm feeling really Swiss right now. I'm feeling really Swiss about it.
Well, I was going to say you look kind of Swiss.
Good morning, kids. So good to see you up and about these days, having your cereal.
Oh, shoot, I got my calendar wrong.
Yeah, what? It's July. Yeah?
Yes, no, I wrote it down wrong.
Mom, this is your fault.
Australian. It's Australian.
We love Australia, Dad.
Yeah. All right.
That's that other movie with Julia Roberts.
That's right. Eat, Pray, Love.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah, I'm on the docket to be Australian until mid-July, and then I'll switch to I'll try Irish out. I don't know. It's as long as I don't have to learn new words.
Cool. I always wanted to be Irish.
Hey, Dad. Now that you're Australian, I was really worried, but now that you're Australian, I'm happy.
What?
Edit. We cut to the writer's room of Scooby-Doo. Yeah, I'm looking through the script you wrote for this week, and there's a line that you gave the character Velma that it makes me a little nervous. So you have her saying zoinks a lot, and I feel like you're this is a kids show, right? I mean, and we can't just be making up words that kind of suggest improperness, if you will.
Ooh, You haven't got to Jinkies, have you? That's where things really start screwing up.
Well, that's on
I
my
just-
next page of my notebook.
I want to take Scooby-Doo in a whole new direction, somewhere we've never even seen Scooby-Doo. I'm talking hard, rated, PG-13.
Okay, I mean, we have people like dying in every episode. I mean, they're investigating murders and haunted houses. I mean, what else do you want? How can it be more edgy?
How can it be more edgy? We dye Freddy's hair black. That's my vision. That's this new Scooby-Doo hit for the kids.
We will lose Sweden in our demographics if we do that. And that Sweden is carrying us into next season. It's very popular over there.
I'm telling you, man, we can make this Norse switch. We can get over to Amsterdam and that whole Netherlands section. It's definitely in the same vicinity.
Okay, well, I want to move on to some of my other notes. Okay, so you have Shaggy here espousing some pretty radical thoughts. He's all for like eating everything in sight and taking it back to the man. And I feel like that's a little bit too anti-capitalist, if you will.
Shaggy as a character would be for guaranteed universal Scooby snacks for all. I could stand by that position, as could Shaggy, as could our next president, and I think the children need to know that.
Cut to just two friends hanging out on a patio. I just like dig hanging out with you, like irregardless.
Yeah.
Like
No, I get it, man.
I mean, supposedly, whatever, but I mean, same diff, right?
Yeah. No kidding. It's like being together is like opposite ponies. You know what I mean, man?
Totes my goats. I was like, what? I can't even, right?
Right. Then don't.
Right? I mean, doy.
Cut to the living room at the same house. Can you hear the kids on the patio?
Oh, well, I try not to listen to them anymore.
No, but are you listening to the words that they are saying? Wait, listen. I'm gonna open the window just a little bit. You can keep hearing it.
And then I was like, that's a massive doink, my shiz.
And then I was like, I totally pwned that noob.
I'm gonna close the window.
It's the Twitter. It's the Twitter that's coming to our home.
I am terrified. I don't understand, and I think this started when you let them watch that Scooby movie.
Oh, okay. Okay. I liked Fred's hair. Okay, I thought it was wholesome.
I'm opening the window again, Kevin. Listen. I can't hear him anymore.
By Jove, that jamboree sure is crazy. That's what my pop said. Ha.
I'll be back with you toot sweet as soon as I get these off my cat's pajamas.
There's something wrong with them. I think they're on drugs, Kevin. I think they're on drugs.
Well, I support their experimentation. I think that we could all experiment a little bit more in this house.
I'm fine with experimenting, Kevin. I know you experiment, but I can still understand you. I can still understand what you're saying when you're making a point. Watch, I'm just gonna ask. Hold on, listen.
And then I said I couldn't care less about for all intents and purposes.
Hey kids.
What?
Yes.
Did you do your homework?
Yes.
I'm not following you.
Did you finish your homework tonight?
When?
I don't even think they're speaking English anymore. I don't think it's real American English.
Edit. We go to the dragons outside the dragon's tower. I'm I'm a little scared to go in there. We got to rescue the princess. I was just knighted, but because it was all verbal, I'm not sure if it was with the K or without the K. So I'm not sure if I should go in, if I should go in during the day or wait till late. I'm so confused, but the
With
princess.
you, this is very important. I say we pen a letter to the queen. Here, I have my quill.
Is it going to get there in time? I mean, we're up, the tower is just right here. I hear the dragon.
Will they get there on time? I'm a knight, but I'm a knight of the pen. It shall get there when it gets there.
Oh.
Now, how do we address the queen?
I guess, hey, queen?
Incorrect. Dearest leader, thou whose eyes shine like the moon, and whose meaning is all my meaning, comma.
Wow. You really do have a way with that pen. That
Took me 4 years to get a degree.
Cut to the queen and her page. Yes, I do understand their confusion, for I sent the knight to fight the dragon, but we must communicate to the knight that he is to defeat Smog. There's no other way that could be interpreted, right? Fight Smog.
We cut back to the dragon's tower. So yeah, apparently air pollution is really bad. And I think it's from carbon monoxide, and I don't know that my lance is going to do anything about that.
All right, good job, everybody. Thank you. Everybody, come back. Great, join us back in the big screen here. So Yousef, I put a link to the Social Distance Drinking Club YouTube in the chat. So tell people what they can find when they get there.
So you guys can catch us on both Facebook and YouTube. We're streaming live to both 3 times a week. Tuesday, Thursday, 7:30 Pacific, 10:30 Eastern at the moment, because you guys observe time zones, and in Arizona we don't, because we're normal. And on Sundays at 1:30, we call it the Sunday Day Drink. It is not just about drinking, so please join us. You can drink a cup of tea, a glass of water, hang out, meet some fun people. We've talked to a ton of people. We did live chef demos. We had the global brand ambassador for a tequila company out of Guadalajara talk to us in the middle of the quarantine out of his home because he couldn't leave his house and walk us through a tasting. And it's been a lot of fun. I'm obviously, you guys know me, I'm a huge food and beverage enthusiast, and with how much I traveled, it's what kept me sane outside of sitting in a convention center, going out and eating and drinking. So yeah, thank you guys for allowing me the opportunity to be here with you guys.
Thank you, Yousef.
I'm sad that you have to be stuck like in Arizona, but I'm happy that we get to see you. I'm unhappy that it's only in a screen, but I'm happy that that you're here with us.
We almost all reconnected because the first week when we didn't know what was going on, and I knew I was going to be off for like 6 or 8 weeks because big events got canceled, I thought I was going to come back and start doing shows again.
Yeah, you were going to come to practice, and then we were like, oh, whoa.
There's no more practice.
We don't do that anymore.
They've renamed COVID to Haboob. It's not happening.
A little cute love. Thank you, everybody. We have Daniel, Mallory, Julie, Dorian, Kevin, our special guest Yousef, and my name's Chrissy.